again. My name is Brian Rogers from Anderson, Indiana. This is day 2 of the speed training class, which was great. It was a lot better because I was more comfortable and more at ease for the duration of the time. But I have these 2 questions here that I will answer for the class. Why are you a rock star? I really think it's a nurture thing. I have not developed into a rock star. I've always been one. So it's because I was born. That's how I came out my mother's womb as a rock star. The second one is, what were you doing when you got the call of acceptance about speed? Man, what was I doing? I was watching my little cousin, my little 8-year-old cousin, and anything would be better than that. And that's when the speed call came, and I sped to San Diego, and I am here to stay. Alright.
Hi, my name is Ryan Beecham, once again, here at number 2, Confessional, and I got a couple questions here to read and answer. If this was a tribal council, who would you vote off? Ooh, that's tough. Second day in a row, man, I gotta call someone out. Alright, well, after today, I'd say Tim. I'd say Tim again. Tim's very strong competitor, very articulate and well-spoken. So I'd say I'd have to vote Tim off just because he poses the biggest threat. And question number 2 is, how are you going to get the most out of speed? I think just study hard, pay attention, take notes, and just show up every day with the eagerness to learn and just make it happen. I really want to better my life, better myself, and so I think speed will provide that for me if I take it very seriously and make it happen. So yeah, just work hard. Alright, thank you. Bye.
Question number 1. How did you hear about speed? I actually heard about speed through my university's alumni recruitment program. They have a pretty robust database, and anybody who's a recent graduate can access that and look up job opportunities. And Anna Kane had posted something to that database, and I found it, and the rest is history. Alright, question number 2. This is a loaded question. This is not fair. If Brian and Aaron came to visit your hometown, where would you take them and why? I think I would have to take them to my parents' house. I'm feeling kind of homesick for a nice home-cooked meal. My dad is the best cook in the world, so I think that's what I do. Buy him a beer too, because I think I owe them.
Tell us what it was about speed that made you want to be a part of it. Okay, speed is amazing. It's so great. No, I'm just kidding. Well, basically, I was looking for a job. I didn't really know what I wanted to do, and speed kind of found me, and then after looking into it, it just seemed like a really, really good opportunity because it's a 6-week training, which is awesome. No other company does that, and there's always places for me to grow here. So I think that's probably one of the main attractions. Oh, and it's in San Diego, which is nice, which makes it nice. Okay, so the next question.
Slick.
It looks like there's an earthquake.
At least there's no tornadoes here. Okay, tell us about one of your most embarrassing moments. Oh shoot, one of my most embarrassing moments. Okay, that'd probably have to be when I was in the 8th grade and I was playing volleyball for the 2nd year, and I had the biggest crush on my volleyball coach. He was like a senior in high school. His name was Christian. And we were hanging out one day at the elementary school because it was like some type of like volleyball fundraiser. And he threw something at me and I went to like dodge it and I ducked and I was wearing jeans and they split right down the middle. It was really embarrassing because everybody saw my butt. So yeah, that's probably my most embarrassing moment that I can think of right now.
Big Mac or Whopper? So I was a vegetarian for a really long time, and I like saw the YouTube videos about like how horrible McDonald's is. So I don't really eat at either, but I've only had one Big Mac in my whole life, and that was when I was little and I was at my friend's house and her mom took us to McDonald's, and I've had one Whopper my whole life and I was really drunk, so I'm gonna have to go with Big Mac because I don't really remember the Whopper. Compared to the other speedsters, why is your school the best school? Ooh, good question. Well, it sounds like there's a lot of good schools here, especially many of Tim's from Emory, and Kansas State sounds a lot like Clemson, kind of the rural school that's in the college town. But I just think Clemson's the best school in general because it's an amazing environment. It's in a small college town that sits right on a lake and is at the foothills of the mountains, and it's a beautiful campus. And on top of all of that, all the people there are so nice. You come in and you just get totally involved in the school and totally involved in Clemson and Clemson life, and everybody's just completely committed to their alma mater. But yeah, I mean, Clemson just has an entirely different environment than any other school I've ever been to, and I don't think that you can replace that with any other school that's not in this very, very special place.
All right, I'm Jack Reed. My first question is, if this was tribal council, who would you vote off? I think that's really unfair. At this point, it's the second day. We're already one man down. He didn't show up for whatever reasons. And I think everybody in this program has proven to be pretty good, and right now everybody's looking strong. So there's no weak link. There's no one that needs to go. My second question is, why are you the best speedster in the class? I'm the best speedster in the class because I'm competitive, I'm a go-getter, and I really like money. And this company and this business is all about wanting money and getting money for you, your business, and moving up the ladder. And that's what I'm here for. I'm here to move up the ladder and make as much money for myself and the company as possible.
Alright, so my first question is celebrity crush. Who is it? I don't know, man. There's a lot of beautiful people out there. I guess a little brownie point here, Jessica Alba, because she looks like my wife, or my wife looks like her, one or the other. And my second question, oh man. Tell me about your first impression of Aaron and Brian. This isn't fair. All right. Aaron, I already told her, she looks like Jennifer Connelly. She really does. She reminds me of her. She's really nice. Brian, you can tell he's a California boy. You can tell he's born and raised out here. But they both look fun. They both look like they enjoy their job. But I don't know. Me and Tim were talking about it. I think Aaron's a little bit more cutthroat than Brian. Not sure.
All right, my first question. Big Mac or Whopper? Neither one is super great, but I guess I'll go with the Whopper because it's flame broiled. Next one. If this was tribal council, who would you vote off?
Wow.
Wow. That'd be a tough decision at this point. If I had to vote someone off, I guess I would say Tim, because I think he might be my biggest competition. I would try to avoid that if at all possible.
I'm Jacob, and I have a couple questions to answer here. First one is, how does the speed program bring out the best in me? And I would say it just brings out my competitive spirit and challenges me to be my best every single day, bring it for every single challenge that we have, every activity. And my second question is, Big Mac or Whopper, question mark, so I'm guessing which one of those would I be. I'm going to have to go with Big Mac because it's made more money. That's it.